Listen well, brother.
I'm listening.
If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.
There can be only one.
I'll answer the question. You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth!
Security checking products, please stand by.
Welcome back, Skyman.
Good morning and welcome to Loki's Mornings of Mischief. I am your host, Mexican Iron Man. Despite what you see on your screen, I am not a YouTuber. Not a YouTuber. Today's show, big waiver here. We want to start the show off by making sure that everybody understands that despite what they see on their screens, Mexican Iron Man is indeed not a YouTuber. All right? So now that we've established today's rules, where is Loki? Loki is currently without power. He's without internet. He is somewhere lost in Spring, Texas, without internet, without power, moving in between two locations. I was summoned this morning about a half hour ago, and here we are. So this is an impromptu show. I wasn't ready. I don't have topics, but what the heck? Let's do this. Let's, sometimes in the morning, you don't know that you're going to have a quesadilla, but you have a quesadilla. You think you're going to have omelets. You think you're going to have the big spread. Having Loki in the mornings like bacon with sausage and pancakes and waffles and scrambled eggs. And then you look in the fridge and all you have is cheese and tortilla. Yeah. Yep. Shout out to Drunk 3PO if he's listening. Just trying to figure out what I was going to wear today. I got my rebellion hat. I got a Rebellion shirt. I don't know if you guys could see that. Welcome to the Rebellion. I think I concluded this morning that I have enough Welcome to the Rebellion merch between short sleeve shirts, long sleeve shirts, caps, sweatshirts. I think I could go 30 days. I think I can almost go 30 days with Welcome to the Rebellion merch that I bought from Drug 3PO's website. But I think I missed a campaign because I saw him wearing a shirt the other day that I missed. Well, let's say good morning to all you fine people. We got Josh, who was Project Storytime was in first. Welcome to you. Good morning, Penny. Always great to see you. Shout out to my brother David Glenn, who seems to be at every stream I'm on everywhere. I may have to add David Glenn to the list of people like Shum, Keely Chow, and others that seem to be everywhere that I pop up. Gun Bunny. Bunny's got a gun. Actually, I now know that Gun Bunny has a whole ton of guns, having visited the great state of Idaho. Welcome to you. Hail. Shout out to Keely Chow, the guy who's Atlanta Braves took took my team away, took basically my best players. So shout out to you, Keely Chow. Roll Tide, no, never. It's always War Eagle, buddy. War Eagle. But shout out to you. Great to see you here this morning. Shout out to the other wrench amongst all wrenches, the legend himself, the black belt amongst wrenches, the fifth level udon of black belt wrenches, the great Chris Persia. Yeah, fifth level. You're not just fifth level black belt, you're fifth level udon. Shout out to the angriest wrench on the internet, Mark the Infinitely Tired. Good morning to you, sir. Always great to see you. Shout out to my brother Dega Outlaw. Now, I do believe a Dega Outlaw will be hosting the show tomorrow, as Loki is still projected to be without power and without internet. So tomorrow you can see Adega. You're going to miss Adega tonight. I don't believe they're doing a show tonight. So you're going to catch Adega tomorrow morning, which should be interesting and exciting as always. Love you, brother. Great to see you this morning. Thanks for being here. And then a big shout out to my brother Sakadorf 9. Yes, Sakadorf 9. Punk Waddle, good morning to you. Good morning, Marilyn. Good morning, Gary. Just another red shirt is here. Hail to you. And then, oh my God, Culture Casino is up early. Shout out to you, Culture. And is that my brother Tom that I see in the chat? I'm gonna send some links out here. See if anyone wants to join the Mexican. It is tortilla and quesadillas in the morning. We already had a member chat come in. I missed it. I wasn't able to highlight it. Oh shoot, who's the member chat from? Well, the wrenches will catch it. It looks like it already disappeared from my screen. But let me send a couple links out here. See who wants to join in the fun. Here, let me do this. Let me send that message there. All right, I'm sending you one to Tom Connors from Midnight's Edge, who has either been up all night or he actually got some sleep, probably because he didn't eat pizza and he was actually able to sleep. So Tom Connors is now on a carrot-only diet, ladies and gentlemen. Very excited. Tom is living the healthy lifestyle. Tom Connors has said no to pizza and he's saying yes to carrots. Although when I saw on the screen on the video, the carrots he was eating looked a hell of a lot like pizza. So I'm not sure how that diet's going. So good morning to all of you. I don't really have an agenda. Oh, shout out to Cardinal Sin. Cardinal Sin's in the house. Dave Bob, hell, shout out to you. Good morning to you. Andrew, 46 and 2, has been a member for 42 months at the Warriors of Asgard level. Says a free quesadilla, please. Free quesadilla, please. Andrew, I apologize because right now the Mexican is not able to heat up the tortillas and run the show. Though I am trying. Trying. All right. Let's see what else we got going on this morning here in the chat. Let's see what you find people are saying. Y'all saying hi to each other. Culture Casino shouting out the awesome wrenches. Well, I'm not sure what's on my mind, but there's a lot of things on my mind. Let's start with something that just got Mexican Iron Man real hot. Now, I'm not saying I'm ready for a rent yet, but I just saw something in the news that really frustrated the absolute snot out of me. So before we get into entertainment and other happenings, let's go to this. Present, share screen. All right. Well, we've got a California bill that's aimed at, quote, protecting LGBTQ plus youth, encourages parents to affirm their child's identity. It doesn't just encourage their child's identity, it basically says that it's going to make it illegal for parents if they don't. So, what does that mean? That means that Assembly Bill 957, also known as the TGI, wow, the TGI, Transgender, Gender Diverse and Intersex Youth Empowerment Act, which was created by Assemblywoman Lori Wilson, a Democrat from Suisun City. Where the hell is that? Where the hell is that? The initial legislation said the courts decided custody. Anyway, it encourages parents to support it, make it clear their child's identity is part of the health, safety, and welfare of the child. You know what that means? That means, ladies and gentlemen, that if the parents don't affirm whatever identity is that the kids have, the kids can be taken away. Yes, yes, the state is coming for your children. You know, I probably should have asked Loki before I talked about this on his channel. I don't even know if he would let me. I don't know. Loki lets me do anything I want generally. But this is definitely a hot topic. I am so glad that I left California. I got to tell you. And the way I found out about this, well, I heard about it, but I thought it was a rumor. And then this morning I checked my Instagram as I was waking up and checking all my messages. And one of my good friends, who's a banker, that's a girlfriend of mine. She's out in California still, and she sent me this. And she says the parent, she's basically saying the parents are panicked. I mean, this is a big deal, you guys. This is a big deal. This is a really big deal. And Shump's coming in and telling me that it's part of the San Fran metro area. Yeah, the San Fran metro area. I did not know where Suisun City is. I guess I should have known, but I don't. So what do you guys think about this in the chat? How do you feel about this? I think this is absolutely insane. I cannot believe that that California is going to go so far as to say that parents have to do this. Otherwise, you are not taking care of the parent, that you're not taking care of your kids properly if you don't affirm the identity. David Glenn says Mexican Iron Man needs to hire a boom person. Is my audio not good? Talk to me, people. Let me know. Is my audio not good? Test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3. Psycho Dwarf 9 asks, Mexican Iron Man, so if the kid demands a gravity-free zone, are we going to let him walk off the roof? Well, apparently, yes. Apparently, maybe. Could be. I don't know. I mean, these are questions we have to ask. Gap After Dark says, my kids identify as chicken, and the other one identifies as a rabbit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Team Rabbit Chicken, Gap After Dark. Long time no see. Great to see you. That's pretty funny. Let's see. Funny that Second Dwarf 9 says anyone with 2 brain cells needs to actually flee California. Funny that you say that, because one of the legislators in California, a guy who's been in the legislature for 12 years, said that he literally came out in the news, and I saw this other video clip. I can't find where it's at right now, but it was this morning in my feed, where he was basically said that that parents need to stand and fight some of this crazy stuff that's going on. Some of the stuff that is happening in California is a fight for the parents, that they need to stand and hold the line like the Great 300. But he's changed his tune, and now he says that no, if you care about your kids, you need to roll out of California. Roll out, maybe not tuck and roll, but roll out. Chris Perza comments that Mikey, a certain leader in 1938, was pushing the idea of the state to raise and educate children. Why does Newsom seem to be emulating that guy? I don't know, but that is a very, very good point. Punkwaddle adds in, nope, letting the kids run the household, run the school, and no one is allowed to help them develop or understand the world around them. Do we want the TV show Recess? I don't think we do. Wow. Gap After Dark adds, this is absolutely insane. When are people in California going to fight back And when are people going to leave their kids alone? Wow. Cardinal Sin adds, Mexican Iron Man. In Missouri, the whole deal is free. I no longer have a nephew. I now have 2 nieces. Wait, what? What does that mean? Wow. I don't even know what that means. Shellback TJC says, my audio will be good if I say roll tide. Wow. Cocho Dragon. All right, here's interesting. We've got our person on the ground here. We've got a local reporter out in California. Cocho Dragon says, I'm in the middle between LA and Orange County. But clearly I'm trying to get out as best I can. My real home is in Florida. I'm trying my best I can. You know, Cocho, I'm going to tell you that I was thinking about this the other day. I was getting very sentimental. I'm gonna get a little sentimental here this morning, people, because it was just about 2 years ago, almost exactly 2 years and a week ago exactly, that Mexican Iron Man rolled in to South Carolina for the first time. Having driven cross country, I rolled in, and it was literally little more than 2 years and a week ago. And I didn't know what to expect. And the decision to move and leave California, guys, it was tough. I had a business that was somehow I had a business that survived COVID. I had just gone through several weeks, no, months and months of a really, really tough rehab because I'd gotten that accident at the end of 2020. I was um, just barely learning how to walk again. I was, really just trying to find my way, and I made the decision to go ahead and make that move, and it was tough. I mean, I basically had to downsize my business by 80%. I got rid of 80% of my clients, pretty much all the California ones. I kept very few of them. There was a lot of financial struggle at the time, but I made the move. I made that move, guys, ladies and gentlemen. I made that move, and life has never been better. Now, am I bringing in all as much cash as I had when I was in California? No, but frankly, I'm less stressed out. I'm spending less. I'm saving more. I'm sure I'm making less, but my life is much, much better. I'm healthier. I'm happier. I made the move, and the more important thing is that I got away from the stress. I mean, just being California is just stressful. The news is stressful. The people are stressful. The situation is stressful. Um, it was just awful. It was just awful. Hopefully I encourage some of you guys that are thinking about moving to think about what you got to do for your life, for your family. While California is focused on the ESG stuff, I saw a report that math reading tests are also low in schools. Isn't that surprising? That report came out today. Wow. So you're saying that the math scores aren't that great? That's wow, that's not shocking. Anyways, I sent a shout out to Tom Connors and Culture Casino. Let me see if any of those guys got the message. And then we've got a super chat. Let's take care of the super chat right now. June Wong with $2 Australian says, of course, roll out, transform, and roll out. Roll out. Thanks, June Wong, for that super chat, because you keep the fires burning every morning. Thanks so much for being here. Gosh, Australia, what time is it? It's at the middle of the night right now. What are you got? 12, 14 hours? Was it 11 o'clock at night? Wonder what it'd be like to listen to a morning show. And for you, we got a skull for you. Here you go, June Wong. All right, so that's what's happening in the news over there. Let me stop that screen. All right. Let's see what else we got in the news going on. You guys excited for Indiana Jones? Who's excited? Who's excited in the chat for Indiana Jones? Anybody? Anybody? Let me know in the chat if you're excited for Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones, this is now the week. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. We've been waiting for years. The time has come. The excitement is here. The wait is now over. Rumors in, rumors out. We've heard lots of stuff about it. And Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny is coming. Woohoo! Widely regarded as a movie that probably costs, who knows, 300 million, 350 million, plus marketing. What is that? Maybe 400 million? I don't know. It's got to be some kind of big ass number. But it's here. Tom Connors, are you excited that Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny is now here?
No.
Oh. But
it
it's
doesn't
here,
come out
Tom,
for like another week and a half.
But it's coming.
Oh, let me see what it says in my calendar. It says here I don't give a shit.
Tom, but it's here. Is this mic working? I feel like Tom.
You know what? I feel like I'm in that episode of The Simpsons. Like Gabbo is coming. Like what's Gabbo? And it turns out to be that stupid ventriloquist doll.
Wow. Yeah. You don't seem inspired at all.
No, I'm not. Why would I care about this Indiana Jones movie?
Because. Dun 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 dun.
Indiana Jones and the trip to the nursing home. That's what it is. I mean, Phoebe Waller-Bridge takes everything over.
I think she's stunning and brave, Tom.
Of course you do. You have to.
We've got a member chat. Friday Day says, who's been a member for 8 months at the Word of Asgard. Taco Tuesday and Taco Thursday. I'm here for it. Skull! Are you one of those guys that says there's only 3 indie movies?
Sort of.
Sort of. Tom, have you been up all night or did you get a good night's sleep and you're just waking up? Hello?
No, what did I do? I'm up early because I went to bed early.
Yay!
This is supposed to be my week off. I told Andre I was taking some time off, but I see you needed help, so.
Oh, well, you don't have to be here. I can handle the show without you.
Nah, this is fun for me.
All right. I think it's fun too. Oh,
you
no.
You only go for like an hour in the morning anyway, so.
Yeah. We only got like 35 minutes left anyways.
Culture what is he doing here?
Hey, when my favorite YouTuber sends out a message that he wants more guests,
you don't even show up to his shows.
Whose?
You. When Mikey's on, you never show up.
Baloney, I'm there every Monday when he is running the show and Loki's just talking. I'm there all the time.
Okay, see,
is this true?
No, because let me tell you this. on Mondays, I'm never here. And I'm never running the show because on Mondays, I always have a work meeting at 9 a.m. Eastern. And so I always catch the replay of the Monday show. So, Culture, I just busted you.
I meant Tuesday. Well, no.
Yeah, see, but you didn't get it right. That means that you missed
I'm tired. I got out of bed for this.
Oh, thanks. We got another
I normally
member.
I'm never up this early. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in shock you're up this early. Right. Member, we got WAP member for 2 months at the Word of Asgard. There's only 3 indie movies. I think you're right. There's only 3 indie. Culture.
Yes, sir.
Are you excited that Indiana Jones is only 7 days or less away from us?
No, but I am excited that I get to see No Hard Feelings with Jennifer Lawrence on Thursday.
I hope that movie is good considering how hyped up you are about it.
I'm really excited today. Come on. I'm going to go see the film.
For your sake, I hope it's good.
I think it's going to be great.
What is this movie called? No
Hard Feelings. Yeah.
Now, I've got tickets to this.
The Indiana Jones film?
I have passes.
Oh, hey, well, take Mags with you. She'll love that.
Mags is like in 4 states over. Like,
when is this screening?
Send her your private jet.
I think it's, hold on, let me see what my tickets are. I don't have a private jet anymore. Well, no, it's funny that you say that. Years ago, when I was like rolling large in California, rolling really large, I had a lease rental jet plan where like I could fly between San Jose or San Francisco and Santa Monica Airport. It was like $2,000 a month. It was back when I could afford $2,800 a month, and I got 2 flights. but it was pretty pimp. And I'll tell you this much: it sure as hell worked well with certain dates that I had.
That's really not that bad if you think about it compared to what an average ticket probably costs back and forth.
Yeah, 2,800, 2 round trips between Northern California and Southern California, 2 seats.
Oh, it's just in California.
Yeah, 2 seats. Yeah. It's pretty cool.
I've heard worse.
Now, why are we excited about this? So my passes are, oh my God, they're for tonight. Is it tonight?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, tonight, the 9 o'clock show. So I have a buddy that's assistant manager for a movie theater locally. It's not the IMAX one, but he always gives me passes. So all it's been is that instead of spending money on tickets, I'm now spending more money on like popcorn. Right.
Which is what they want you to do.
Yeah. June Wong with $5 Australian says, wait a minute. That's J-Law.
That's
I
what
thought
said.
Amy Schumer finally lost weight.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, J-Law's smoking hot.
Who did Chris Gore like this?
I don't care.
So it was all right. I think.
I'm going to see it. Nobody's going to stop me.
Are you watching it tonight?
Yeah.
You know what I think is funny? The movies that you're excited for versus the ones that Tom is.
Why? Tom
Because
and I
just think it's funny. Like, for example, how excited are you and I about Mission Impossible?
Oh, I'm over the moon, dude. I can't wait for that movie.
Okay, now watch this. Tom, how excited are you for Mission Impossible?
I like turtles.
I have to watch the other ones. You know, I just bought them.
Oh, wow. Apparently my alarm clock's going off. Okay.
That's cool. Mikey benefited from me buying the stupid Mission Impossible movies culture, so
yeah,
I'm proud.
Yeah. He now I now can have Tom Cruise in my favorite movie franchise. You want to hear something funny? Mission Impossible will never go woke, right?
I bought the 4K Blu-ray, so I gave him the codes.
Yep. Tom hooked me up. Hooked me up. Well, let's give a skull to June Wong, who put in our $5 Australian so that he can keep the fires burning. Haha. Mags, I heard my name mentioned. Shout out to you, Mags. Culture wants me to take you to the movies tonight, but I'm kind of far away. I don't think I'll make it in time. So
get that private jet going.
I don't have a private jet.
Huh.
You dirty motherfuckers.
What?
Oh, I'm so mad because, like, okay, this is like so first world problems now.
What?
I buy a lot of movies, right?
Really?
Yeah.
So I got this universal thing where you get to redeem a movie. I got the free movie Coal Miner's Daughter.
I remember that. That was a great movie.
They must have took it down because I'm like, where's my movie? I never even got to watch it. So they sent me a code for a new movie. Here's my fucking options. None of them being Coal Miner's Daughter. The Bourne Ultimatum, snore. The Breakup, Bring It On, Charlie St. Cloud. One of the worst movies ever put on film, The Cat in the Hat, Getting Back to the Greek, Liar Liar, Mallrats, Meet the Parents, Pop Star, and 8 Mile. I already have 8 Mile.
No.
The rest of these, I have Get Him to the Greek and Liar Liar and Mallrats already, and Meet the Parents. So why would I want any of these? And I'm not a big... The Bourne Ultimatum, that's not even the first one. What do I do, guys? This is lame. I guess we're Getting Him to the Greek. Unrated. Even though I have it. Should I bring it on? What am I doing?
I don't understand. If you buy something, don't you own it? I'm a little confused.
No. Not in these streaming services or the video on demand stuff. It's all just long-term rental. I'm not giving Kevin Smith any money. We're getting to the Greek.
I'm confused. So you're telling me, like, if I bought something in Amazon and all this other crap, I don't really own it?
No.
Nope.
None of it.
No.
How is that even possible? Uh-oh. Shoot. The boss man is here.
Uh-oh.
Hey, greetings, everyone.
Andre will tell you why it's not possible because it's just a long-term rental.
Andre, thanks for hopping in. You're saving me.
Absolutely.
Along with
I
common culture.
literally have not heard a single word you've said, so I have no idea what we're talking about. I just saw, hey,
I was
stream, I
griping
feel
because
like
one of my
watching it.
digital movies disappeared. And when I requested why it or asked where it went, they just sent me a code for a different movie I don't want.
Right, so basically they gave you the digital version of because fuck you, that's why.
Yep.
Wait,
Yeah.
so you're telling me all these movies that I bought on Amazon and all these other streaming crapping places, I don't actually own any of them?
No.
Oh my God. You know how much
And
money that
every
is?
single one can be taken away at a moment's notice.
Just like my coal miner's daughter. They didn't say it, but my guess is they lost the licensing on it.
Probably. That's usually the reason.
Yep.
So then, holy crap. So when you guys say do physical media, you guys aren't kidding. That is your only way.
Yeah.
It's the only way to
Well, actually,
secure it
there's
for
two
sure.
ways. Like, what I like to do is that first I like to have my physical media, but that's like big and bothersome and stuff like that. So I like to rip my physical media, and I put that like in a closet or something somewhere, and then I have the movie on a giant ass hard drive, and I do my own library in Kodi. That works fantastic. It's like my own custom Netflix of all my movies.
Wow. Wow. I think my entire view towards my entertainment library has just changed. I thought I didn't need to buy or have a lot of stuff because I already had spent the money on one streaming place or another. Now I found out
it gets even better. Like, for instance, when they decide that some movie is problematic, like The French Connection or Splash or Back to the Future or literally anything else that they suddenly decide that there's something problematic here right now. If they don't just remove the whole thing, they may alter it, like they just did with William Friedkin's French Connection.
Yeah,
And if you've already bought it, they'll do you the favor of altering it for you as well.
Sweet.
wow.
I wonder if the lady who just got fired, if she was the one who made the call on that, because that was technically her job.
Oh, she was the one destroying everything. I mean,
Because she was supposed to be going through all their stuff and finding problematic stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of any of this Marxist shit. I mean, it is outright the worst version of authoritarian.
That's because you're a good human being.
Yeah.
I derailed the conversation though. We were talking about Indiana Jones. That's how
Oh, that's full of Marxist stuff.
we are.
That's
Oh,
full
we're
of,
talking, Andre, we're talking about how excited everybody is that the week is finally here.
Is it this week?
No,
think
it's next week.
No,
or
it's in
something.
7 days.
This week is like the Jennifer Lawrence movie.
Yes!
That's this movie.
Yes, you're gonna get culture going again.
I'm excited. I can't wait.
Yeah, but you know what? Remember, so was I. The first time I saw the trailer, I was like, "This looks like fun."
I know.
Maybe if I like Jennifer Lawrence, I cannot stand her though.
I mean,
Like,
Andre, this kind of feels like very National Lampoony, right? It kind of feels
It
like,
does.
Yeah.
It does. It looks cool and everything.
Yeah, maybe like the first American Pie. Yeah.
In a sense,
it's fine, but we're kind of playing into their hand though in this respect.
Why?
Because it's a female making this kind of movie. If it was a guy, it'd be a different story.
It's a female making a movie for the gals that's at the same time accessible to the guys.
But we just had The Machine and that flopped, so they're not going to make movies.
Wait
like
a minute.
That for a while.
Wait a minute. Okay, let's try this again. Now, there have been a lot of films that are made for the ladies that are like accessible to the guys. I mean, Showgirls is the greatest film of all time.
That reminds me.
you and Showgirls.
I have to hook you up with the what's the word I'm looking for?
The
Not
Norwegian version?
Open matte. I have to hook you up with the open matte version of it.
Oh, I want that. Yes, the open matte.
Yeah, because the one that you have, it's like it's the American version of it, right? So it's like formatted for American cinemas, meaning that they've cut out the top and the bottom. There's a couple of scenes where you really miss out that way.
Right.
Someone
all I
hooked you up
know,
with
all I
with
know
the
is
real
that
version, the European version.
I started watching my 4K version the other night. I literally got like 5 minutes in before I'm like, yeah, no, I'm done with this.
How could you be? No,
Because it's a bad movie, Culture. It is one of the worst movies ever made.
I don't
No.
get this. I don't get this.
It is a horrible movie. The's nothing to it that has any redeeming value.
I
It's about very
hear
horrible
people say
people.
this.
It has no real good storyline to it. You're watching an individual who wants to be a showgirl. It's like, why?
There's about 1 million of them that wants to be a showgirl and want to be the best one.
Just
every single one
to
does
me,
it, and the
okay,
lack of
here's why.
options.
Here's why. As a 14, 15-year-old kid when this came out, I was expecting so much better. I
Like
was
what?
promised tits.
Oh,
There's hardly anything in this movie. Most of the scenes that are nudity are gross. Like you get this hot sex scene that leads to, oh yeah, I'm on my period.
Well, that's realistic for Mexican Iron Man.
I don't want realistic. I want movies.
How many times has Mexican Iron Man been in the throes of passionate battle, and then next thing you know, you get a surprise south of the border?
This is why I like
striptease
more.
You need to like check out like some German and Danish movie from the 70s. They'll be more to your liking. I freaking guarantee you.
That's why I enjoyed Showgirl, or I like Striptease instead. At least it had a sense of humor.
Oh, look, the Verhoeven made probably a classic in Showgirl.
I like Verhoeven, but I don't get it. I don't get it. I find it boring. It's an ugly movie. It's a movie that makes you feel bad.
Why?
I don't get it. Because it's full of horrible people.
I
Like
think
nobody in the movie you're really rooting for at all.
Cultured and Mike, I think the three of us need to work on a retrospective of Showgirls, because this is a highly underrated movie that needs a new. You know
what? This is the one time I'm going to say where the audience is with me on this one, Andre. I don't know where you guys are coming off.
That's all right. Pablo can edit it. Don't worry about it. But yeah, no, actually, I've never understood these complaints. People talking about how bad it is, how ugly it is.
There's nothing sexy about it.
Well, it doesn't have to be. If you find it to be, that's
because they advertised it as this titillating, sexy film, and it ends up being this gross, nasty thing. No,
Yeah,
that's the marketing's fault.
Take it up with them.
Yeah.
Well, I'm fine with my striptease. I'll watch that instead.
Have you seen this movie?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, the regular one or the extended, uncut director version?
That's what I'm saying. I think I even have a copy of it downstairs in my library collection.
I'll hook both of you up with a real European version. That's what you call extended, uncut, and that's also open matte.
I want the open matte.
Crotch shots included.
Yeah, because there are some scenes where Elizabeth Berkley's throwing her head back in that pool scene that I feel like some of that was missing. Some things
it totally was.
Tom is so disappointed in me. Tom, have you ever been more disappointed to know that I love this movie?
I can tell you
one
time I was more disappointed.
I'm more disappointed with Andre.
No, come on. You were more disappointed when I told you that I kind of liked the second Michael Bay Turtles movie.
That's true. That's true. Like anybody who could even stick up for that thing that isn't 12.
I like Turtles.
That's my line.
I've got some super chats I got to take care of real quick. From Jonas J. Campbell, $2 US says, "Hail, Midnight Sedge." Wait, which channel? What? Where are we? Magitech Max comes in for $2. Says, "Is this the multiverse of Midnight Sedge?"
Yes.
Yeah, I guess.
Yes.
June Wong for $5 Australian. Guys, it's Thirsty Thursday. We're supposed to be talking about Mexican Iron Man's Target list. My Target list? No, I don't shop at Target. Not anymore. Ugh, so disappointing. Andre, I always prided myself because I shopped at Target and not Walmart because I'm not a Walmart kind of guy. But now I don't know what to do.
Well, the problem is that your options are taken away from you, aren't they? So which other options do you have available to you other than like the massive corporations? And in this sense, I'm like happy to be in Norway because I have like options that aren't like those big things. Like I have to go out. Like target is not an option anyway. I have to go out of my way to find something on Heiser-Busch. So some things are easy. Of course, we have our own stuff, which are not deserving of any money. But yeah, of course, if your options are Target and Walmart, then what to do? Well, you got to eat.
Yeah, well, now I can't even set foot in a Target. I just can't bring myself to mentally do it. I just can't.
I do support that though.
I just can't.
By the way,
So
have
now,
there been like a no, okay, I'm not going to hijack anything. I was just curious if there had been like any updates on like that submersible.
Oh no, the last update I got was from 1:40 a.m. PST, and they only had a couple hours of oxygen left theoretically.
Yeah, theoretically.
Yeah, my guess is these people have been gone for wow.
That is the expert guess, that they've been gone since Sunday.
Yeah.
Now, have you heard like I just caught some video clips early this morning. Andrew from Legal Mindset was live, and he was playing some clips of how the guy who started the company basically set the company up with stuff that he got from Campers World, and it's a video game controller that controlled the sub.
Yeah.
And there was no safety protocols. And he was like, yeah, the other sub companies are run by experienced military guys with naval experience, and we don't want to do that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, this is a DEI company. This may possibly come down to the first confirmed deaths because of DEI rather than merit.
Well, to be fair though, because what he would usually do is he wanted to be inspirational. So this dude, the CEO, he wouldn't always go down himself. He would like send some 16-year-old who knows how to use like a Nintendo 64 or like a Nintendo Switch or whatever the hell that control is, Xbox controller or whatever. So he basically send those down in the submersible and play around with that, because that's more inspirational than some 50-year-old white dude. And this is an actual quote. This time he was actually the one controlling the thing with the Xbox controller.
Yeah, I think.
Well, actually, that's not fair to Xbox. What it was like a $20 Logitech Xbox replica controller.
Yep, exactly.
So even better.
Yeah, it would have been worse if it was a Mad Catz, but no, it was definitely a Logitech. So
yeah.
What are the repercussions of this in Europe? Because the people that have all arguably died, I mean, aren't they from like the UK? They're like from 3 or 4 different countries, right?
Well, let's see. As far as memory serves, there was like one French diver or something like that, who I would imagine was kind of like the guide explaining, look there, that's a wreckage that you've seen in movies and every time. And then this is like the big thing. There were two, a father and a son residing in the UK with British citizenship, but they were of Pakistani origin, and he was a billionaire. There were a couple of billionaires on this thing. Of course, you have to be with like the tickets being like 250,000 a pop or something. I don't know why. Yeah. So yeah, there's obviously going to be massive repercussions here. But in this case, though, the CEO, the man behind this, and he had a very laissez-faire relationship with security and stuff like that. And apparently what may have happened, is the speculation is that it's material fatigue, because like this carbon fiber that the hull is made from, you use the same thing in spacecraft and aircraft and stuff like that, but those things are inspected all the freaking time, because you have material fatigue, right? Meaning that you can't see with your eyes that anything is wrong. You don't detect material fatigue by looking at it. Like for instance, if you take a rock and you bang it repeatedly with the exact same force, eventually it's going to break. But you're not going to be able to visually see any difference on that rock the first time you strike it and the penultimate time you strike it before it breaks. It's going to look exactly the same by visual inspection, but still something happened on the inside, meaning that it broke the last time. Probably, this is speculation, something like that could have happened here. Material fatigue, like suddenly there was like a hairline fracture, and the moment that happens, the whole thing implodes a millisecond later. So that's kind of like the thing. You need like proper security checks and everything to make sure that doesn't happen.
Well,
and
and
how
in
the
this whole
lives
thing, I've been
sanitized.
seeing a lot of reports where they haven't necessarily been keeping up with some of the regulations, or it's hard to regulate.
Well, there
this thing
aren't any.
because-
That's like the thing.
Yeah, that was the thing they were talking about, and like even Yellow Flash just shared a thing where they had a video where they're literally tightening up the bolts with a hand wrench and stuff like that. It's like,
What?
yeah. So, and that's what, 'cause I was having this conversation with my dad yesterday too about this thing.
To be fair, as somebody who's done all kinds of diving, I mean, there's still a lot of mechanical uses for things when you're diving, especially when you're using bells and things like that. There's still a lot of mechanical stuff that goes into it. But but Andre is 100% right. I mean, consider the fact that airplanes are constantly inspected, especially the composites that that we're talking about here when we're talking about material fatigue. I mean, airframes are always inspected. They're inspected with high-tech imagery machinery to make sure that they are not on the verge of collapse.
Well, there is a critical difference here, and that ties perfectly in with this super chat. I just wanted to make this one point. With an airplane, what happens is that the air pressure actually gets lower the higher up you go. Like the air pressure where we are, it's like 1 atmosphere. Where planes operate, it's like I don't know, half an atmosphere or something like that. So the pressure actually goes down. There's no risk of implosion whatsoever. Whereas at the depth of Titanic, I don't know how much it is in feet, but in the metric system, which is the only one anyone should use, to be honest, it's almost 4 kilometers down. I mean, that's further down than the height of Mount Everest.
Well, an atmosphere is every 33 feet of pressure. It's that's when you start to get the exchange happening. So
June Wong for $5 Australian says, guys, I regret to say my opinion as an engineer. Most likely sudden catastrophic failure of the carbon fiber happened before. It's happened before on other racing yachts. And Marketing Draw says for $5, carbon fiber is meant to save weight, probably not good for constructing a submarine. This story won't get buried, but the reasons behind it will. And we've got a $2 from Japan.
I'm curious, what's the reasons behind it?
I don't know. Let's see if the chat will tell us. E-Hacker for 100 yen. Thank you, E-Hacker. Great to see you. Magitech Mags for $5 says, I've done all kinds of diving. Culture 2023. Giggity.
Oh, that's my man.
It's true.
And Magitech Mag says, should this be Thirsty Thursday, Mexican Iron Man? Well, Mags, always thirsty for you. Hey, I can't help myself. You guys know what you get with me. I was born this way. I can't help it. Right, Andre?
Yeah, well, knock yourself out. This is not Midnight's Edge, so go for it.
Tom, we can do whatever we want.
But Culture, you said you've done all kinds of diving. Does this diving, does any of it include the underwater, as in H2O, the kind of stuff that you have in the ocean kind?
Of course, yes, I've done tons. That's what I meant. I've done lots of different types of scuba diving.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I've also done a bunch of diving, but not that particular kind.
Ah, yes, fair enough. Yes, the double entendre. But no, I like you said. I mean, ask me if I would have gotten on this sub. Just ask me.
Would you have gotten on this sub?
Hell no. Hell no. Knowing what I know about it, and believe me, anytime before I do anything that has any kind of a risk like this, I do massive amounts of research because I value my safety. It's why I buy my own diving equipment. It's why you pack your own chute. It's why you are going to do a better job of protecting you than any third party. And so when it comes to this kind of thing, knowing full well what goes into this submarine, I'd have been looking at the janky thing and saying, nah, not doing it.
That's why we need to have a new show idea. On the heels of The Little Mermaid, we're going to have a new show called Culture Under the Sea.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, where we duct tape you, put you in a submersible, and then attach it to like 500-pound anchors, and then we see how fast you can escape.
Mike, these ideas are great, except they often will end up with me dead.
No, you just have it. Hey, it's my job to come up with the show ideas, your job to survive, and we're going to get your channel to 1 million subs. Everybody will watch. You wait. You wait.
I don't want a million subs that bad.
Andre, I had this other idea called Culture
Culture
Formula.
Casino, higher risk edition.
Yes, yes. And Andre, I had this other idea for him called Culture Formula One. And in this show, that's going to be a live stream where Culture Casino goes to Formula One races, right? And what happens is while he's live streaming, he has to run across the track and try to avoid your favorite race car driver. Yeah,
I'd watch that.
right? I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now Culture has to do is survive. That's all he has to do, and he just has to make it to the next
easy
week.
peasy. I mean that's the easy part. I mean all the strategy and planning, that's the difficult work.
Yeah. So it's likely that this team is not going to make it back. I mean, I would think that's safe to say,
I
right?
would say that's a given by now because, and also like the number of hours they were assumed to have by air of oxygen, right? That's never been tested. Like no one has ever put like 5 people into that thing, sealed it off, and then started the timer and say, right, start knocking when you can't breathe anymore. Like no one has done that. So it's basically just an estimate based on like how much 4 people or 5 people of such average body weight and such average lung volume is going to consume in regular condition. Well, what if they freak out? What if they start fighting? What if they start killing each other or something like that? I mean, can you like just for a moment imagine that the worst case scenario happened? Because basically there's like 3 case scenarios. One is and this is the most likely, which is why we haven't seen anything yet, is that the whole thing, the moment they fell out of touch, the whole thing just imploded and everyone died in a second. That's the most likely, and for their sake, let's hope that's exactly what happened. No one had time to realize what happened, because the other 2 scenarios are worse. One is that something malfunctioned, they went up to the surface, they bobbed out there until they ran out of oxygen, which they would have done by now. That's the scenario, and that's unlikely because presumably they would have been found, although it would have been a good idea to paint this thing subversible orange or something visible rather than white, the same color as I mean, given that
it might be a
have,
reflective
like,
white
tracker.
But at the same time, it's supposed to surface no matter what.
Well,
so chances are they got hung up.
It's a big freaking ocean, and the wave tops are white.
No, I know that's dumb, but yeah.
Everything here is controlled by some form of ballast. That's how submarines operate, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And they blew their explosive. The explosive ballast was blown so that they could submerge. Because they have to remove the pressure. So once it goes down, then there has to be enough air that will recharge it so that it can resurface. Amongst other things, there's a lot of things going on here. So
yeah,
I don't think they. Well, what's the third option? That they just killed each other at the bottom of the ocean?
Yeah, that they're stuck at the bottom of the ocean. That's really going to suck because one, they can't even go to the bathroom in peace. And they can't even stretch, like only one person can stretch their legs. They can't stand up or anything like that. I mean, imagine the freaking claustrophobia by being trapped into that one thing. I just know with myself, like I don't have claustrophobia, but if I can't like stretch my body out, I'm going to start feeling that.
And
do that in there.
Believe it or not, your consumption of air goes up when you go to sleep. So
really?
Yeah. So there are a lot of people who, when they're respirating, when they're sleeping, especially in deep sleep, and when they get to deep sleep, it goes into a very shallow breathing. But when you're actually in the process of falling asleep, you're consuming oxygen like crazy.
I doubt they slept at all.
Yeah, I wouldn't. You're dying. You're being killed slowly. Yeah.
Wow, how terrifying.
Well, and that's the thing. What I was talking about though is if the system stalls or whatever, it's supposed to automatically surface. But at that point, they are thinking now that from what they had said is that it got hung up somewhere, most likely. So,
well, hung up where? The Titanic?
My question is, how do they not have some kind of communication system? Like, how does it not work? Like, how do you do this without any kind of It makes no fucking sense
I mean,
to
if
me
subs
whatsoever.
can talk to each other from the deepest depths, I don't understand how these people don't have.
Yeah,
working-
and you don't have any kind of tracers on these things, or like
That's
even
the
my
most
dog has a
incredible
fucking
thing.
chip on it,
That's
on
the
her to
most
where I can find
incredible
her.
thing. That there's like no tracer, that there's like no GPS tracker. That to me, that is the single most.
I mean, I get it if
incredible
you're
thing.
that far underneath the water, that's one thing, but you still would have some sort of like they could communicate with submarines and shit like
Yeah,
that.
okay,
Like,
but here's like the thing. Yeah, it's true. It's not going to work that far underwater, but the moment you come up to the surface, just imagine the hypothetical scenario that you go down, then you get caught up on streams, and you suddenly remerge far away from the from like the ocean vehicle. A tracker would be good to have in that condition, would it not? I mean, a GPS tracker is not that expensive. You'd think that something that charges like $250,000 per ticket could afford $100 tracker.
Yeah.
Well, we got 2 more super chats, and then we're going to close out the day. June Wong for $2 Australian says, "Culture Casino, bet your life."
No.
No. Dude, can you imagine if you did my show ideas, how many super chats you would get, Culture?
Post-Thomas is not what I'm interested in.
Yeah, they
Well-
totally cover your funeral.
There you go.
Exactly. Andre, you got to listen to Andre, Culture. He knows what he's doing. He's a finance guy. Board Pork for $2 says, "Musk versus Zuckerberg. Does the winner fight Bezos?"
Where would they be fighting?
I don't know. In space?
Either way, I would certainly hope that Musk would win, because he's one of those guys that actually have done something to show that he's with humans, with humankind.
I don't believe. I think Zuckerberg's a cyborg. He just freaks me out. Every time he talks, I get the EBGBs. Do you, Andre?
You should look at when he drinks.
Really?
Yeah, he had like this press conference where he was like drinking water, and people like freaked out by the manner in which he drank water, as if it was like an algorithm that said, in order to deceive the humans, you now need to take another sip of water without drinking it.
Okay, that's creepy. That's like some kind of like alien. What was the name of that guy that was in the Alien movies? The billionaire? That weirdo?
You're talking about like Lance Henriksen, who played
Yeah.
like the
I don't know.
like Wayland Yutani.
Wayland. Yeah, Wayland
Yeah.
International. Or Wayland. Yeah, Wayland Industries.
Oh yeah, you're talking about in Prometheus.
Prometheus. That's what I meant. Yeah, Prometheus.
Yeah.
That's
I
pretty
forgot
freaky.
the name of the actor. Really good actor. You haven't seen him in a while, for a while now.
Yeah, I liked him. Well, I want to thank you guys for joining us. Thanks for helping me save the show. Loki, I don't know if probably didn't hear this earlier, but Loki got stranded in what might have been a tornado and a tornado storm in Texas, and all the power is knocked out for miles. No internet, no cell phone service. So I got the distinct pleasure of hosting the show this morning. So shout out to Loki and the lovely Eris. Hopefully you're great and you're doing fine and everything's going to be okay. I want to say thank you to Tom. Thank you to Culture. Thank you to Andre. Thank you to all you fine, amazing people in the chat for joining us this morning. And Culture, what you got coming up at the what you got going on today? You have another daily?
Well, yeah, we have the 6-minute daily coming up in less than 2 hours, about an hour and 41 minutes from now. Then I will do a little bit of bonus time, part of that stream. Then I'm on the H cast with Tom, or maybe not Tom, maybe Andre, with Mr. H on Mr. H Reviews channel. And then I get ready to go see No Hard Feelings, which I'm really excited about. And I wrap up my day on Comics Division's channel with Thursday Throwdown. So I have a pretty full day.
And we will be on Midnight Edge later tonight, Tom. Is that right?
We should be, unless I take the night off. I'm supposed to be taking some time off. See how well that works out.
Well, why don't you take the rest of the week off? I could be your
know.
cop.
I
I could be
can't
your.
afford it.
I know all the places you go. I could be like policing you.
We'll
Andre,
see.
do you understand
We'll
what
see
the
how it
meaning
works.
of a week off for Tom is?
I don't know that he does, because I haven't told him you can take the week off, and then he's here on this stream.
Well, he had to save me.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah,
I needed a co-pilot. He had to save me.
Yeah.
And my thanks to all three of you for joining us this morning. All right, guys, we are out of here. Thanks for joining us. I'm going to pop out one skull on the way out, and thank you all for joining us. Loki may or may not be back tomorrow. I believe we're probably going to have a Dig Outlaw hosting the show. So have a great day. Take care of yourself. Take care of others. And remember, the battle for woke is not going to win itself. We all must join hands and fight this ESG battle together. All right. Shout out, everybody. Skol!
No.